Restart.
So, damn, what's the question?
What's the question?
Now this one I didn't have to think about so much because this was a good one. So I didn't have to.
He said,
I got this one.
What's the question?
Songs that artists should have kept for their personal library. A couple come to mind. We talked about it earlier with the Ruthless Aggression album that the WD came out with, where it was a lot of hip hop and rap songs dedicated to wrestlers. I thought they were awesome. And then the other would be the soundtrack to Queen of the Damned, one of my favorite vampire movies. And the music, the original music in that movie is some of my favorite music, in period. But none of the artists, they never used it on their albums or anything because because they never used them because it was obviously for the movie. But I thought I would have loved to seen some of these artists perform those songs live in concert because I've seen most of them. So those would be my easy go-tos, where it would be Queen of the Damned and Ruthless Aggression. I wish those belonged to the artists so I could see them perform.
You know any specific songs that come to mind, from the artist? What was your go-to songs on those albums, if any comes to mind?
Stilo did the Undertaker's one, which I thought was awesome. I know Snoop was on it. There was I can't remember all the artists, or at least whose song they did. It's been a while since I've heard it, but I remember loving that album. From the Queen of the Damned movie, I know the singer of Korn. He was the producer of all the music, and he did some of the main tracks, and so did some of the other singers, from Linkin Park and bands singer that's from Disturbed. Okay. So a lot of them had they had their input in putting in original music, and I thought that those were so good. So I wish one of the one from the Queen of the Damned was The Forsaken. I wish that song, I could have seen them perform that live. It's one of my favorite songs that I listen to, and just gives me a cool vibe, and it puts me in a sick mood.
sick mood.
Sick mood.
Sicko mode.
Sicko mood.
Sicko mood.
Sicko mode. The songs that I wish that the artist would kept for their personal collection or their album or their library.
Just say their album.
One is Beyonce did a song for the Pink Panther.
Ew!
Hey, check up on it.
No!
Oh my God! Shut up. Anyways, no, she did a song called "Woman Like Me," and it was one where she was performing and stuff. She had a beautiful dress on, and it was never released. It wasn't even on the soundtrack. It was just in the movie, which is crap. So I wish that would have been released, or she would have put that on Dangerous Love or something,
Was the song crap?
No, it wasn't. It was actually a good song.
Did she write it?
Next, number two would be Play by I guess it's performed by Jennifer Lopez, but it was penned by Christina Milian, and she does the background vocals for it, and I wish she would have kept that, because that song was actually pretty alright.
What was it called?
It was called Play.
What was it on?
I don't know, but it was my one and only favorite Jennifer Lopez song, because Christina Milian did it.
Are you sure it wasn't on her personal album?
I didn't see it.
Neither did nobody else.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't see it on her debut album. I didn't see it.
It wasn't on the box.
Wait, so where'd you hear it? Hold on. So where'd you hear it then?
Hit play on the box.
You know where it didn't hit play? On the radio.
It was on the radio. They was bumping J-Lo like crazy, because this after she stole all them beats. All right, wrap it up. A song that Isaiah Swerve Scott loved that should have been in the artist's personal collection or library.
Personal album.
Personal album?
Personal album.
I'm gonna go with good music, songs that we still listen to this day, and Drew Hill with the "We're Not Making Love No More." We're not even trying to change.
That was on
Soul Food.
That was on Soul Food
soundtrack. That's not on any of their albums.
I think it was on Soul Food.
That's on Soul Food.
It's on Soul Food.
That's on Soul Food.
Soul Food. I am a soundtrack person. I love me some old 90s, early 2000s soundtrack songs. I want some Nutty Professor. What was the Nutty Professor?
Touch me, tease me.
I want that on some album.
Case.
Case. The Rugrats song.
Okay, well,
Take me there. I want to go there. I want that.
I feel like that couldn't. I feel like that couldn't
That
really
was on some
go
Yahoo
nowhere but a
song,
Rugrats
special
track
song.
though. Like a
Why not?
Bruh, they usually heard Kids Bop 276 out right now. They're gonna be remixing. They don't want none in a minute, bro. So, you know.
My other one was Life with Casey and JoJo.
Life. Yeah, that's a good one.
That needed to be on one of their albums.
That was definitely a really good one.
There was another. I don't know who was going to take this. I don't know whose song this was going to be on. Like the Best Man with like RL, Genuine.
Tell me the Best Man I Can Be.
They was battling.
Struggle for camera time.
No,
Ever in
bro,
history of
they
R&B
was
music.
battling. Who had the highest vocals?
You want to start doing that? It's over.
Yeah, you can't do that. But yeah, like who like in records like that, whose album that's gonna go on? Everybody's like battling to get the highest vocal, the best part of the song. Who gets that? I don't know. But those are some that come to mind for me.
A song that an artist should have kept for their personal project. One. I think this guy is like the king of giving up all his songs in his prime in the late 90s for movies, and that was Wyclef Jean. He gave up everything for
That's a great one.
his soundtracks. I will start by saying this. You had the Fugees, obviously, with Lauren Praz and Wyclef. Praz had Ghetto Superstar with Maya.
Oh, for
on the
Bullsworth.
movie.
Yeah.
1997. He gave that up. That's it. It was him by himself. Nobody even mentioned Praz in the Fugees. And he had that. That was his chance. That was his hit.
Oh.
And he gave that to the movie. He gave that to Bullworth.
That's a great
He
one.
gave that
to
to
Bullworth. A movie
Ghetto
that,
Superstar.
a movie that no one talks about.
A classic single. Maya at her peak, bro.
Bruh. Yeah, I love that song. That's such a good one.
Where them royalties at?
Oh.
Wet to the Bullworth producers. He ain't getting nothing.
that's such a good one.
At this point,
Yeah.
That's such a good one. Because I honestly probably would have seen the movie. I guarantee that song probably drove ticket sales to like just people. Because that song was big.
it was
dropped.
huge. The music video was huge.
The music video was huge.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. God, that's a good one.
God, ooh.
Yeah, Praz slept on that one. Yeah.
Hats off to you on that one.
Every time I think of that, that's the first one that comes up. I'm like, bro, this was your chance.
Yeah.
Another one. This was the Small Soldiers movie.
Oh man.
Wyclef gave up another one Vice Just remix.
Who talks about Small Soldiers?
Wait, Small Soldiers with the toys?
The toys, yes.
Oh,
The movie.
snap.
Not Toy Soldiers.
Because this was that time, like, I really started, like, was into music. My mom used to buy all these soundtracks because they always had hits.
Yeah, they did.
They always at least had one.
They always had one.
Waiting to Exhale? Another one?
Yes. So
You got Whitney in it, so you knew you was going to get something.
So Small Soldiers came out 1995. Wyclef Jean gave up. He was cleared to use Freddie Mercury and the beat and everything for another one Bison Does remix, and he gave it to Small Soldiers, bro.
I remember that because it's in the movie.
Yes,
It's in the movie where
How
they have
do you not
with
put
the
that
Barbies.
on your album and just that estate don't give up nothing.
Yeah.
And Freddie Mercury's, his head of estate lets you use the beat, and you can put a rap to it and everything, and you put that on Small Soldiers.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh man, TZ, you 2 for 2, you hitting.
You know what I'm saying?
You
And
two
then the
for
next one was when he was cold at the time. He's been around a long time, and when you've been around in the music industry a long time, you be kind of high and you be kind of low, and then you kind of peak depending on where you come. Sometimes you climb back up and down. LL Cool J.
Don't say Deep is Bluest. My head is like a shark fan.
No, I'm saying a
Deep
good
Blue
song.
Sea. Okay.
Love you, LL. He gave up. Now the movie made a lot of money, but at the time, I'm saying in the peak of his career, he gave up. Get 'em high, get 'em high, get 'em high, get 'em high.
Oh, on
Space Jam.
Space Jam. I was gonna bring that on up.
He made money, but he gave it. He gave that now. Michael Jordan wants a song. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna say no.
Yeah.
But at the same time, for him at that time of his career, when he was kind of tailing, because that was his song.
Oh, that was a song.
That's LL song.
Okay, I wasn't sure whose song it was because like you got Meth, Busta,
that's LL Cool.
Be Real.
That was
on it
LL
too.
Cool J's idea.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
LL Cool J gave that up. These some things, some travesties here.
My gosh.
These some travesties. But that first one with Ghetto Superstar,
Oh man,
that is the worst.
That was worse because that movie went nowhere. I guarantee you.
Bro, I will not throw away all my darts. I would have put that on my own. See, I'm stingy.
I got you.
Because, hits just don't come like that when you're an artist. Unless you're Metallica. But, hits just don't come like that. You can't tour for like 40 years and be like Metallica. It does. Not everybody's that.
It's different for hip hop.
It's rare. So if you get like and you just in that studio and you feel it, you're going to have to hold something in the tank. You might have to give the soundtrack your B, C+. If you're guaranteed a spot, you might give me a B music. But I'm not giving up Ghetto Superstar and Touch Me, Tease Me and all that. I'm not giving that up.
Bruh. Songs that I think an artist should have kept for their personal projects. I'm going to go with a good old favorite, Nas. I feel like I talk about him every time we talk music on here. But Nas, the first one is going to be Nas's Angels. Have anyone even heard of that? No? It's on the Charlie's Angels Full Throttle
That's
album.
why we never heard it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's on the Charlie's Angels.
Hold on, what is
Full
Nas
Throttle
doing
album.
rapping about Charlie's Angels?
It's on the Charlie's Angels Full Throttle album.
Well, I gotta eat
It
that.
has, hold on, it has Pharrell. Pharrell does the beat and the hook. I was like, how do you get this legendary tag team on Charlie's Angels Full
Demi Moore,
Throttle?
Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore rocking out the Nas.
Bro. And the song is actually pretty solid.
Well,
The song's actually
Getting
pretty
paid.
solid. All right, second song that I think Nas should have kept is Echo. Echo was I think Swiss Beats had that on his like latest project. Echo is probably Nas's best song that he's released in like the past 5 years, 6 years.
Echo.
Echo, 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 and Nas just come on there just spitting. The beat is like very like
Oh, yeah, I remember that song.
beat is
I
very
gotta hear
like
this afterwards.
beat's very angelic, like very like soul sampley, like funky guitars like in the background at times.
Okay.
And Nas just come on there and Nas is just spitting from like the first line, throwing piss out the windows at police. I was like, oh, like this face is just stays there.
That's a side lyric.
That's
That's a sidebar.
that's a hard bar. Like I'm just like, listen,
bar.
that's a dope bar. That's a dope line. I'm like,
Dope.
Listen, oh man, and I guess one more that my brothers have brought up is Shake It Tail Feather with Murphy Lee. Now, granted, he did give it. Granted, it was on the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack. There was a lot of songs that on that Bad Boys 2 soundtrack.
A lot of
though.
songs.
That was a lot. La 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 remix by Jay-Z.
That was fire.
Yeah.
But Jay-Z don't need no more.
That was like
Yeah,
that,
Jay-
that
I
was
mean-
B minus J and it was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, coasting J.
Yeah. Shake It Tail Feather was like, unfortunately, the rise and also the unfortunate fall of Murphy Lee. I don't think we ever heard from him after that, or if we did, we probably didn't care.
So it seems to happen when you work with Diddy.
Wait, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was that a Diddy problem or is that a Nelly problem?
That is a Diddy problem, sir.
No, Nelly, we still see Nelly afterwards. Like, at least we see Nelly.
Nelly was the only one we seen though. We ain't seen no other.
I'm afraid
St.
that-
Lunatics.
Can I ask you a question? Is there anybody that Diddy works with that you ever see again?